Hello fellow sports people. Today I have decided that I'm going to go on a kayak ride, but the kayak is attached to the back of our boat. So I'm going to give a little tour of where our boat is and kind of how we get to it and so forth. So anyways, here we go. I'm at the top of the ramp right now, and as you can see, we have stairs that we have to go down here. But before we go down there, I wanted to show you where our boat is. Our boat is attached to a mooring buoy out in the bay. Here's our boat right there. So as you can see, on the back of the boat is the kayak. So let's go. Okay, now we're at the dock. Walking across the dock here. It's kind of shallow in this area, so the dock goes out here quite a ways. There's our boat out there, as you can see. So I'm not going to swim out there because, you know, the water is cold. It is a nice, beautiful day today, but it is still the Pacific Northwest. It's not the warmest weather in the world. Here is how we get out to the boat. This is our shore boat. And it gets us from the boat to the shore. So, anyways, let's see. Here's our little shore boat here. First thing we have to do is lower the motor, of course. Doesn't do a whole lot of good if the prop is not in the water. Okay, then we gotta reach down here and prime the fuel. All right, and then we gotta get her going. Uh-oh, battery sounds like it's dead. Okay, here we are on the back of the boat. The battery on the shore boat was dead, so I had to paddle out by hand. I started up the genset, which is charging the batteries in the boat and also charging the battery in the tender, which is over here on the port side. So anyways, I got my skirt on, got my hat on. We're gonna go kayaking. So I'm gonna put the kayak in the water, and then we're gonna do a little tour around the bay and kind of show you around. So here we go. I don't know if you can see me here. Okay, I'm still here. Uh-oh. I don't know how to go over and get the camera without the boat floating away. So... and if it does float away, that's a problem. So, I'm gonna try something here. I'll just put the kayak up on the swim step. Okay, here we go. Okay. Hey, I made it in the kayak without actually flipping over, which is a tricky thing to do. I'm sitting here on the back of the boat. Here's the swim step here. And there's my paddle. There we are, the Endurance. Anyways, kind of windy today. It's very precarious in a kayak, especially when the wind's blowing. These kayaks are very, very tippy, and before we know it, we could be upside down. Anyways, here's a shoreline right over there. So I'm going to be kind of cruising around the bay. There's some interesting things to take a look at. So from time to time, I'll pull the camera out when it's safe so we don't lose the camera in the water. And till then. Okay, we just left the boat. Had a little bit of a problem. I was putting the camera away and the kayak floated away from the boat. So I had to do some hand paddling to get back to the boat to get the paddle, because you know, you don't want to be up the creek out in a kayak or up a creek without a paddle. So we just here's the boat over there. So here in Eagle Harbor, there's a lot of boats that are anchored. Ours is on a mooring buoy, but there's a lot of boats who are anchored. There's a lot of people trying to get rid of them. Anyways, here we go. Here's an interesting flotilla. Little floating barge with a house on it, little tiny house. A couple of boats attached to it. Kind of a cozy little spot. Not much room to move around on, but you know, hey, there's no property tax out here. You can see the ferry there taking off with Seattle there in the distance. So that's the Bainbridge to Seattle ferry. Here's some more interesting things out here. A lot of these boats out here are what's called derelict boats. Sometimes you take a look at them and you wonder how they're even floating. Here's another one of those homes with waterfront property. There's another one right there with a boat tied to it. I have to be careful how I turn around here because I could end up in the water. It's very easy to tip these things. So anyways, we'll do a 360 degree. Hello. I am in the kayak here, having a great time on a Sunday, not a Sunday, but a sunny afternoon. It's very nice. I'm having a great time. Here's a shot of the ferry terminal. I got lots of ferries here today. The kind of ferries that'll take your car and take you over to Seattle, not the other kind of ferries. Here we are now, coming up to the beach. I can't paddle and hold the camera at the same time. It's impossible. I'll have to get something so I can put this thing on my head or something. Anyways, nice little sandy beach here. And I will prove to you that I can get out of this kayak without getting my feet wet. So, see ya.